Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke.
It was love at first sight. I know from the way she looked at me. Uh, Her eyes said it all. Long days and nights we spent till she dropped the bomb on me. That's when she said she was unhappily married with children. And I wish I never met her at all. Even though I love her so, she's got love for me. Ooh, yeah. But she still belongs to someone else. Maybe in another life, things will be the way we hope. But it desires a catch 22. Because even then, someone has to lose. And I wish I never met her at all. Even though I love her so, she's got love for me. Ooh, yeah. But she still belongs to someone else. Choke no joke. We in the building, baby. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. What's good? What's good? They coming in. They coming in. It's been a rainy day, but I've been eating. You know what I mean? So I got to come walk it off. Had me a big dinner. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all don't mind me giving out a few shout outs to my supporters. Shout out to my moderator, his squad in the building. You know what it is. Joke, no joke. I'm here, baby. Come in, come in, come in. Seems like summertime is almost over, even though it's the beginning of August. It's been getting cool lately. Feels good out here. I like this weather right here. When it's not too hot and it's not too cold. Sleep with that window open, getting that cool breeze instead of that AC. I don't know. This weather has been changing like crazy out here. It is now August. Shout out to the travel group. We got another excursion coming up. I'm excited about it. I can't wait. So all we do is explore the world. Choke No Joke Travel Group. That's what we do. Explore the world. Trying to wait for a few more people to come in because I ain't sent out no notifications before we get started. A few things I want to talk about. One of the things I want to talk about is Dame Dash, man. Dame Dash, I'm sure somebody's going to send you this. You know how these people in the comments are. They love to stir up controversy or instigate or whatever. But what I got to say is not really a bad thing. It's just a fair warning, whether you like it or not. Not saying you don't know what you're doing, you know, but I think that Dame, I'm talking to you. I ain't talking to everybody else. I'm talking to you, right? I think you still let your ego get to you. You know, your ego is a great part of your downfall. And that it just seems like you just won't, you just won't humble yourself and you won't stop worrying about what people think. Which I know is hard in this day and time of social media with, you got everybody making these videos and stuff about you. Even your own Harlem brothers, you know, Cameron, Jim Jones, or whatever. Jim don't really talk about you like that. But Cam kicking your back in about, your finances or whatever. Um, I think if you wasn't in any type of legal trouble where people are trying to sue you, then I wouldn't even feel like I need to say what I'm about to say because it wouldn't even matter. But I don't think that is wise of you to even address your finances or at all, you know, just for the simple fact that you got these lawsuits that keep coming up, you know, the whole thing with the this 800,000 with this film situation. And I think that you letting um I think you letting your ego get in the way of you not just keeping your mouth closed when it comes to your finances. Because everything that you say is going to be used against you in that lawsuit. And now you're sitting here trying to I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want to make it worse for you. Um, I'm gonna pull up over here real quick. Yeah, I think that's cool. So I think that, and it's just my personal opinion. Um, you could take whatever I say with a grain of salt. You ain't got to listen to me. I think that you letting your ego get in the way of your intelligence. And instead of you not speaking on your finances and how you living, I think that the Camerons and the people that's on the internet that's talking about you and how you messed up your money and all this stuff is why you broke and this, that, and the other. Now, me personally, I don't think you broke. I've been around you long enough, you know, for days at a time, weeks at a time, months at a time, hours at a time. Excuse me. I sat in meetings with you, you know, so I know how intelligent you are, right? Rockefeller wouldn't have been Rockefeller without you. That is a fact, right? And even though we have our disagreements, even though, you know, I was done wrong, I still don't have a problem with telling the truth about you. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to, like people like Cameron that gotta know that you smart enough to have moved your paper around so that you weren't completely broke. Um, you made good investments, like in Rachel Roy, helping her do a clothing line. Um, Along with art and all a bunch of other stuff that I know that you got some assets that would make sure that you're not broke. You're probably not a billionaire, right? Well, we know you're not a billionaire because Jay-Z's not even a billionaire. That's a lie. Just like Kanye is not no billionaire. That's a lie. Just like Diddy ain't no billionaire. You know what I'm saying? People take these projections and think that these people are really rich beyond imagination. But sticking to the topic, I don't think that it is wise for you to do interviews and have to pull your ding ding out to prove to dudes that you not messed up, that you not broke. You know what I'm saying? If they want to think that you broke, Dame, let them think that. But stop doing interviews that's going to have these people that's suing you be able to pull these interviews up in court and say, oh, he got a ranch. He's saying it's his family's ranch and he works for his family. He's not making, like, you don't need to do that, bro. That is only going to come back and hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Because if a person like me could read between the lines of what you're saying, you know damn well a judge is going to be able to read in between the lines of what you're saying. And then you don't want them to start digging through your family's background to find out how you're attached to this bread. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them, even though you say in your family, if it's in your wife's name, you're married to her. Like you can really still make it worse for yourself by doing interviews. Without the interviews, they don't have nothing to bring to court. If everybody want to just think that you broke and this, that, and the third, don't get up there and say, oh, me and Cam be talking trash to each other about other houses. If it's not your house, why are you bragging about it? If you don't own it, if you're saying it's your family's house, why do you have the right to brag about your family members' houses? Right? All you're doing is letting people know that it's yours. And it may be in somebody else's name, and you got smart enough to move stuff around and put stuff, assets in other people's names so that you can operate and still make a living without they coming to take your property and coming to take your money. Your ego, bro. Your ego is been your downfall, right? You don't have to prove nothing to these people, bro. And I know your ego won't even allow you to listen to me. But what I'm giving you is some real good game, bro. Like I said, if I can read between the lines of what you're saying, and none of these people, or 85% of these people on the internet, don't know you as well as I do, or have been around you as much as I've been around you, have sat in meetings with you as much as I have, have traveled the world with you as much as I have. So I know you're not the dumbest person in the world, but your ego always get the best of you, man. Like you letting Cameron and these people trick you into telling on yourself. Why? Because your ego won't allow you to just let them think what they want to think. You don't got to keep doing interviews and saying things to subliminally let people know that you are right, just for the sake of not feeling embarrassed. None of these people know you, bro. So most of these people never even met you. Cameron would not have the money he has if it wasn't for you. That's what you should be saying to Cam. Cam, you sitting here bragging about investments and money you got. If it wasn't for me, you would not have that. which is crazy to me that Cam is sitting here talking greasy about the nigga that saved his career. If it wasn't for Roc-A-Fella, Cameron would not be Cameron. Yeah, Cameron had a deal with Entertainment and Sony and Epic or whatever, but he was in the F nigga deal. Dame helped him get out of that deal. Dame helped him get money. He didn't go platinum until he got on Roc-A-Fella. Everything Cam learned damn near came from Dame. So it's like the student trying to issue on the teacher because the teacher got older or the teacher made mistakes. That has nothing to do with the teachers that he taught him how to be successful. If it wasn't for Cameron, Jay and Dame might have reconciled. It's because of Cameron that Roc-A-Fella got dismantled. Yeah, the Leah part played the part in it, but that was way before. Cameron and them coming over to the label disrespecting Jay, it was really the straw that broke the camel's back. No pun intended, but all pun intended. Camel Z, right? Cameron single-handedly dismantled Roc-A-Fella. Because as you can see, Jay moved on. He got Beyonce. He wasn't tripping, right? What made Jay-Z trip? Dame talking about making Cameron vice president. And Cameron going on the goddamn radio, jumping out the goddamn window, talking about he was vice president of Roc-A-Fella, and he ain't even signed no paperwork. It wasn't even official. It was just a conversation. It was just a thought. Excuse me. It was all just a thought. It was all a dream. Like, it never even happened, bro. It's just Dame running off his mouth, you know, saying his thoughts as he thought about it. Cameron ain't never get offered no contract. Dame would have had to sit down with Jay, sit down with Biggs as a company, because they all had equal shares in the company, and they would have had to have a conversation and make a decision. It wasn't even a fact. It wasn't even Jay wasn't even in the country to have a conversation to see if he would have even considered it. Cam just jumped out the goddamn window. Which Jay is hearing overseas. And like, yo, what? Like, and then he comes on there and they do the Dipset anthem. 2 more for Cam for taking over the Rock, right? Disrespecting the CEO of the label. So keeping it 100, Cam is out here disrespecting Dame when Dame put everything on the line for this nigga, and he destroyed everything. He destroyed Roc-A-Fella, and now he's sitting there talking greasy about Dame, bro. How he got more money than Dame and he got more this and that. You wouldn't even have none of that if it wasn't for Dame, and you ruined Dame's bag. Yeah, they fell out a little bit over a chick. But that wasn't it for Jay. He still was rocking with Dame. It was Cameron that broke the straw that broke that camel's back. And now he sit around with Mace, a dude that he been dissing half his career. And the only reason he doubled back to Mace is because him and Jim fell out. And Jim, another person who put his life on the line for Cameron. Beef after beef after beef. He got all these soldiers around him taking care of Cameron so Cameron can move around. And look how he treat Jim. Now the nigga ain't from Harlem. He talks so bad about Jim. And I seen Jim hold this dude down forever. Now Jim was a groupie. Wow, really? Y'all should really be looking at Cameron's character. Not Jim's. Not Dame's. Look at Cam's character. A dude that was his muscle, now he calling him a groupie. And he ain't from Harlem. And this like, yo, bro, this is why Jim is so hurt. Like, man, I done did all this and now I'm finally up and I'm prospering and the niggas jealous. But Jim ain't doing what Cam doing to him. Jim just happy to be still prospering. When Jim tried to do his Bird Gang thing, what did Cameron do? Go and trademark it. Like he wasn't even happy for this dude to go off and branch off and do his own thing. As much as Jim held Cameron down, even if Jim did want to go do Bird Gang and do his own thing. Like, you're mad? After he helped you get to where you was. You mad that he went and messed with 50? So, Dame, you should start looking at it in a different perspective. You shouldn't be up on the internet talking about ancestors that you don't need to be talking about when you still owe child support, when you still owe the government, when you still owe this dude for the film thing. Stop telling on yourself, bro. Let your ego stay out of it, because that's the only thing that's making you sit back and talk about this stuff is your ego, bro. You setting yourself on fire, my nigga. You just sitting there pouring the gasoline on yourself for them to come and light the match. Why? Because your ego won't allow you to be like, yo, all right, cool. Your rebuttal should be like, oh, word? Well, Cam wouldn't have none of that if I didn't bring him over to Roc-A-Fella. Cam would have been selling drugs if I didn't bring him over to Roc-A-Fella. Ask Cam what was his position before Roc-A-Fella. Did he have all that money then? No. And now you sit there and you ishing on the dude that made you who you are today. And if you saying that Cameron has not prospered off of Roc-A-Fella, and Cameron SDE, that was it. That was it, man. Cam was popping with SDE. Confessions of Fire, man. Yeah, he was signed to a label. He didn't even have his own label back then. It was no Diplomat Records back in SDE and no goddamn Confessions of Fire. He didn't have his own artists. They ain't gave that man financial freedom. He was able to do a song with Jay-Z because he was on Roc-A-Fella. Jay is not on SDE. Jay is not on Confessions of Fire. Roc-A-Fella made Cam who he is today. And what'd he do? He got over there and got a big ass head. Pause. So big that now he's sitting back talking shit about Dame. He should never have nothing bad to say about Dame. You got to pull teeth on Jim. You got to pull teeth on Beans. You got to pull teeth on for the young guns or anybody else to talk bad about Dame or Jay. Now, when they was younger, it might have been a little different. Beans did this album to Jay or whatever because he was hurt back then. But now, today, like, he not running around doing a gang of interviews talking bad about Jay and Dame and all them stuff. Bleak sitting around talking about he warned dudes, this, that, and the third. And Jay ain't write none of his rhymes. Y'all know damn well Jay done help goddamn Bleak with some of his. Ask Bleak who wrote Coming to Age. Ask Bleak, did he write his verse on Coming to Age? If Jay never wrote nothing for Bleak, ask him who wrote that Coming to Age song. Like, these dudes be capping, man. And like, I'm not one to sit here and to be defending Dame because we be having our times where we going at each other. But when it's time to keep it 100, I'm always going to keep it 100, whether I like him or not. But dang, you got to stop doing those interviews, brother, where you talking about your family own this and your family. Like, yo, bro, I can't even say what I want to say because I don't want you to jam yourself up. But just you ain't got to like me either. But just take the jewels from what I'm saying. It's kind of too late, but Don't make it worse. Don't continue to do it. Like you could do interviews and not talk about your finances. You could do interviews and just because somebody asks you, yo, well, Cameron said you was broke. And you can easily reply, well, how did Cameron get rich? Who put Cameron in the position that he's in? Who taught Cameron about the business? Who signed Cameron? For Cameron to get his first platinum album, who did it? I lost everything because of Cameron. That's what you should be saying, Dane. Roc-A-Fella got ruined because of Cameron. And now this nigga sitting here talking bad about me? That to me is crazy, bro. That's crazy to me. This is the same dude, he was mad at Mace because Mace wanted to get paid to be in his video. And he went hard on Mace. And the only reason he doubled back with Mace is because he don't have no relationship with Jim Jones. But he's sitting around with Mace, and he was the one telling us that he seen a dildo in Mace's bathroom. But now you running with the dude that had the dildo in his bathroom. So you even don't forgot about the dildo in his bathroom. What y'all niggas doing? So Mace having the dildo in his bathroom, you went on the radio and you talked about that. Now, all that is null and void. Why? Because you don't mess with Jim no more? What was you insinuating when you talked about Mace having the dildo in his bathroom? But now you running with him. When I did the commercial for the Source Awards, right? I ain't get my money. I go to Cam because he's the owner of the company. And I'm like, yo, Cam, yo, I edited this Source Awards video. Yo, I'm supposed to get $500. Like, yo, where my money? Oh, man, that's a Jim Jones project. That's a Jim Jones project. You the owner of the company. But he's so rich. He could have easily said, yo, here, Choke. Yo, here go your 500. Right? Oh, that's a Jim Jones project. But you gonna get on the stage, play the goddamn movie before y'all performance, and I don't get paid? But y'all used it on the Source Awards. I done put in all my time working on that, me and Jim Jones. You run the label, Diplomat Records. I don't get paid. I come to you and you tell me that's a Jim Jones project. But we doing it for you. And now look at him. When Nas dissed Cam, he didn't diss Jim Jones. He dissed Cam. Jim go jump in front line trying to protect Cam, jumping out there for Cam. That's where that whole Koofy smacking thing came from. Them niggas they jumped in. That was Cameron's beef with Nas. Nas ain't say nothing about nobody else but goddamn Cameron. And who he turned on? Jim. And then go get on the stage with Nas and Jay. Here Jay done cut Dame off. Don't mess with Dame. And Cameron go and make go make peace with Jay. Jim Jones goes side with Roc Nation. Cam, you will go get on the stage with Jay-Z after what he done did to your man. And then you turn right around and go, nah, 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 Dame is broke, nah, nah, nah. And now you on the stage with Jay-Z. Y'all should really be looking at Cameron's goddamn character. And Dame, you letting this dude make he gonna hurt you again. Just cause you sitting there wanting to prove to the people because he's sitting there talking about you and like because you said, yo, the people you helped should not that they had to, but they should be looking out for you. And he talking about, oh, well, Dave should know how to, take care of his finances. He did this. Nigga, if you so up, why don't you help him? Because when you was at your worst, he helped you. Not saying that you got to, but goddamn, my nigga. You would not be Cam, Ron, Rich if it wasn't for Dame. And you can't throw him a lifeline, but you could go get on the stage with Jay-Z. The nigga that was blackballing y'all. That nigga blackballed all of us that was on Dame's side of the fence at Roc-A-Fella. And y'all niggas went over there and kissed this nigga ass. That nigga used you. Made y'all, you and Nas went and did that goddamn Webster Hall concert, and that nigga ain't even streaming. You can't even find it nowhere today. He used y'all niggas. How many concerts you did and Jay came out on? You name one. When y'all did the joint at the Apollo and all, name one time Jay came out for you, nigga. And think of all the numerous times that Dame been there for you. Dame, you should really just start calling a spade out here and don't even worry about the money part of it. Keeping it 100. You shouldn't even be sitting there talking about, yo, what you got and how you living and this, that, and the other. These niggas won't even throw you no money for no teeth. You done gave this nigga a whole life preserver, a life jacket. And he's still floating off that same life jacket. But this nigga won't even throw you no money to get your teeth fixed. You up here doing the interview with a whole bandana around your mouth. You gotta watch the people you help, man. Because when you need help, they ain't gonna be there for you. They gonna talk bad about you. That nigga been helping Cam since they was in the streets. That nigga Cam is, man, he a foul nigga. I hate to say it like that, but he's a foul nigga. Just like he held Jewels up. The emotional foul nigga. Now he running with Mace again. Damn, if you don't take nothing I said today, at least take the advice of you ain't gotta get up here and talk about what you got and what you don't have. Stop letting these niggas play with your ego, bro. The niggas want to believe you broke, fine, nigga. If you know you living good, why you feel you gotta prove anything to anybody, brother? Niggas say, yo, choke, you broke all day. But I guarantee you, all the niggas that saying I'm broke, I got more money than them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck who talking about I'm broke. You'll see my ass in Dubai and they never been there. You'll see me on a cruise and they ain't even got a passport. Niggas will call you broke and they got fake jewelry. Who cares, Dane? These niggas out here with fake jewelry. Niggas out here with bodyguards and running around with 10 niggas because they can't even walk around by themselves because these niggas is pussy. You'll never see these niggas by themselves. Telling you, Dane, man. These niggas is tricking you out your goddamn freedom, man. Watch. Next time you go to court, watch your last interview be brought up. And then you slipping up saying things that I ain't gonna point it out, but you be slipping up. You be slipping up. And the only reason I'm saying something about it is because I got a soft spot in my heart for the nigga, right? Like I said, even I've been done wrong, but I still don't forget about the good, right? The money, sometimes money don't mean everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't forget being able to go to Johannesburg for Nelson Mandela's 85th birthday party, and Oprah and Naomi Campbell and Robert De Niro and all them niggas. It's just standing around. I don't forget stuff like that. That stuff right there is priceless. I can't put a dollar amount on that. But memories, I will never forget. Man, this nigga was going to be going back and forth at each other in Africa. Nigga live said I ran on him. I don't care. I know his niggas, Biggs and them niggas is the one that ran on him and Claudie B. They the ones that grew up with him. I didn't grow up with him. Those are the niggas that didn't fight, that grew up with him. Let's get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Big, this stupid nigga is the one that got arrested for transporting seeds from Amsterdam into Paris and got arrested. And who waited for him? Dane. For what? For him to come out and turn around and issue on Dame and go run with Jay. This is the nigga that was growing weed in his house and got busted and went to jail. And who was there for him? Dang. And he get out of jail, what he do? He go run over there with Jay. These niggas love rubbing the camel hump. But Dane was the one that was there for them. Niggas is male groupies. If Dane was Jay, these niggas would have been turned their back on Jay and they'd be over there with Dane. Niggas ain't got no loyalty. Them niggas is going where the money is at. They going where the fame is at. And Jay's the nigga that he wanted to kick the Biggs out of Roc-A-Fella. Dame could have said yes. Get rid of that nigga. And them niggas probably would still be together today. Dame, no, he want to be the real one. Nah, man, nah, we can't do that to Biggs. Man, you should have said F Biggs. When Jay was fed up with Cameron, you should have said F Cameron. Not Jay. Look at what they did, bro. Them niggas turned groupie on you. It's crazy, bro. This is why you don't see me hanging out with none of these industry niggas. Because they don't got no loyalty, man. None. Cam is the worst, too. That nigga Cam is the worst. That nigga, if you can't see Cameron's character, like, he is the worst. How could he ever talk bad about Dame Dash, bro? How could he sit there and not throw this nigga $1 million, $2 million if he had it? But you would get on the internet and talk bad about this dude? You shouldn't have nothing bad to say about Dave. You would not be up if it wasn't for him, my nigga. He went against his own team for you. This is the thing that that irked me the most about people when they talk about Dame, right? When it comes to him spending money at Roc-A-Fella, right? Did he blow money? Yeah. Did he spend money like crazy? Yeah. But I want y'all to put yourself in Dame's shoes for a minute, right? Think about this. You got a dude that want to rap. Jay-Z. Pardon me. You got a dude that want to rap, right? But nobody wants to sign him. You go to Def Jam, you go to all these labels. Nobody likes Jay. Nobody wants to sign him, right? You managing this dude. You can't get this dude to deal with nowhere, right? Shanita J, thank you. I appreciate it, right? You got a dude that nobody wants to sign, right? So you say, yo, we going to take our money together, right? We're going to put our money together. We're going to start a label, and we're going to put you out ourselves, Jay. F all these labels, man. Leo or none of these niggas, nobody and none of these people want to sign you, right? Y'all take y'all money from the streets, right? Whether it was 50,000, whether it was 100,000, whether it was 500,000, it don't matter what it was, right? Y'all put y'all money in. Y'all out there selling drugs. The nigga OG Juan, who supposed to be y'all connect allegedly, right? This nigga wife is a whole fucking rat. The plug y'all getting y'all drugs from the fucking government and don't even know it. Allegedly, right? The plug is a fucking federal informant, allegedly, right? I don't know who OG Juan is, but we know his fucking wife is, right? Y'all niggas is selling drugs. Emery, Ty, and who else? DeHaven eventually, they all get arrested, whatever, right? Jay is their boss, allegedly, right? Y'all make it in the music business, right? Y'all put out y'all shit independently, and then eventually, now that it's popping, now the labels want to come deal with y'all, right? Y'all finally get a deal. Y'all do a 25%, 75% on the Roc-A-Fella side deal with Def Jam. Now y'all in the building, y'all making money. Few years later down the line, y'all sell them another 25%. Now y'all niggas is up, right? Now y'all ain't got to sell drugs no more. But unbeknownst to y'all, y'all plug was a fucking rat. Allegedly, right? Or his wife was, right? Fast forward, now y'all up millions and millions. And from millions to tens of millions, to 20s of million, to 30 million, to 40 million, to 50 million, to the point now let's start rocking with. Right? Now remember this money started from right here, from your own money. It started here, and then it flipped and it turned to this, and then it flipped and it turned to this, right? Now y'all going, and not only is the record label making money. Y'all go and do Roc-A-Wear. Roc-A-Wear is making more money than Roc-A-Fella. When I'm at Rocafella, in 1 year, I seen Roc-A-Wear gross $400 million. This is how much clothes they were selling, right? Now, of course, 400 million ain't 400 million, right? Because there's marketing, there's promotion, there's product placement, there's distribution, there's staff, it's designers, it's tech packs, it's sourcing. It's a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of that money is going back into, right? Let's just say the 400's 150 profit, right? If you started from nothing when nobody wanted to believe in you, and you done turned this company into a multi-million-dollar company, right? That's your money. So if Dame is flying private jets everywhere he wanted to go to, you telling me he's wrong? When he's the one that when nobody wanted to sign Jay-Z, right? Nobody wanted to sign this dude. He put up his own bread. He is the seed money for this company along with Jay and Biggs. You telling me he builds his company up into millions and millions of dollars, and now he's wrong because he want to reap the benefits of what he put in? Can you imagine right now? You done worked at your job for a year, and you saved up enough money to go on the trip. Can you imagine somebody being mad at you because you want to go fly first class after you done worked all these goddamn hours, and they mad at you because you not sitting in coach because you got a first class ticket? Yo, who this nigga think he is to fly first class? When you put in the work, you know how ridiculous that sounds? Niggas is mad at Dame. Somebody, yo, the nigga, he was blowing money. Financially, did it make sense? No, right? In some cases, no. He could have flew a commercial, right? But if you took your goddamn money and you funded a dude's dreams and you flipped your money and the dream came true and you beat the American dream, you telling me you wrong for wanting to fly private jets and wear your fucking clothes once a time and throw them away? If you wanted to, does it financially make sense? No. Is it stupid? Yes. But if you took your money and you invested in something that nobody else did, right? Like Elon Musk, he had an idea to create whatever he wanted to create. Steve Jobs had an idea to create what he wanted to create. Ain't nobody sitting around talking about Elon Musk is blowing money on electric cars. Nobody sitting around talking about Steve Jobs was stupid for fucking wanting to make iPhones. And if he had the best iPhone out of everybody, did that make him blowing money? It was his money. So if he want to F it off, that's his goddamn business. Now, if he go and make all this money and then he turn around and Cameron come to him like, yo, man, I need help, man. You get off. Man, I'm on this label. Yo, Dave, help me get off this label, man. Da-da-da. And he take and give this nigga money and sign him to his label and help this nigga blow up and get rich. Now, Dame is dumb. Can you imagine starting something from nothing or small and it blows up and to the point where y'all niggas is out here calling Jay-Z a billionaire? This is the billionaire nigga that nobody wanted to sign. And Dame took his money and invested in this nigga that turns around and proves to the world that he was right in his investment in this guy. And then they all turn their back on him. That's like your mother raising you or your father raising you through formula, through Pampers, through clothing, through elementary, through kindergarten to elementary, from nursery school to kindergarten to elementary to junior high school to high school, put you through college. And then you become successful, and then you tell your parents, fuck them. They never did nothing for you. Now your parents is broke because they invested in you your whole life. And now you become rich and your parents is still living in that little house. And you don't want to buy your mother a house. You don't want to buy your father a house, your parents a house, a car. You don't want to pay their rent. And now you a fucking billionaire, a multi-millionaire. But you wouldn't have got there if they didn't give you formula. I don't care if they was on welfare. But they raised you to be successful. And then your mother called you, asked you for money. And you talking about your mom, you always begging. My mother always asking me for money. Man, you forgot who put you to school to learn to be who you are today? And now they ain't got no money because they invested in you your whole life. And now you talking shit about your parents? That's Dame Dash with Jay-Z. That's Dame Dash with Cameron. Biggs wasn't the smartest nigga. That nigga was the drug dealer. Even when they had money, what was he doing? He was still selling drugs. What did Biggs' brother die from? Rest in peace, Barbara Law. Selling drugs, got killed over selling drugs, and his brother's supposed to be rich. He shouldn't have been out there selling drugs if his brother is up. He wasn't helping his brother, my nigga. But y'all sit there and y'all idolize and praise these niggas because y'all think they got money. Dame invested all his blood, sweat, and tears in these niggas. And they all turned their back on him. All of them. Jay, Kim, Biggs, all of them, my nigga. All of them. Yes, they made a bunch of dumb decisions financially, but it was his right to. Can you imagine making all this money to not enjoy it? Do y'all feel me? He balled till he fall or till he fell. That's the term. Ball till you fall, right? Well, he did that. But I guarantee you, the nigga ain't cracked. He may be broke in certain people's eyes, but I guarantee you the nigga's not cracked. He probably just in the space that where he can't even say or show any little thing that he got. But Jay would not be Jay if it wasn't for Dame, bro. Cam would not be Cam if it wasn't for Dame. Dame just had a big ass heart and he put it into the wrong place. If he knew what he knew now, if he knew how these dudes was going to turn out, I guarantee you he would have made a lot of different decisions. But you don't know. You don't know. Some of the we call it keeping it real. And a lot of times keeping it real is keeping it dumb. And you only learn that through life experience. He wouldn't have never thought that Jay would turn on him for Leo. He never thought Cam would turn on him for Jay. I know that crushed Dave's world seeing Cam go get on the stage with Jay. Like, nigga, I lost my company because of you. And you over there with him? I'm probably the only person, even though me and Dame don't even rock with each other, that still sit there and call Jay a spade. All the rest of these niggas is over there rubbing the hump. All these niggas over there rubbing the camel's hump. Not eating. Why? Because they think he got money. Watch when y'all find out that Jay ain't got the money that y'all think he got. It's only a matter of time. Soon as Live Nation cut that nigga off, he's going to be broke. Watch what I tell you. You watch what I tell you. Soon as his deal ends with Live Nation, that nigga is like Def Jam Rocafella. Live Nation is Jay-Z's lifeline. Even the dude Jay Brown. That nigga worked with us. What'd he do? He over there now with Jay. This is a nigga I seen steal a Rolex out of Dame's house. Bum ass nigga, I don't care how much money he got. That nigga, you let a nigga in your house and a nigga steal your Rolex out your house, my nigga? And now he over there with Jay-Z and Roc Nation, and he's supposed to be the co-vice president or whatever it is, nigga. You a bum ass nigga. You a nigga let you in his house and you stole. You stole Dame Rolex out of his house. You still a bum ass nigga. I don't care how much money you got. You a thief, nigga. Ask Dame, did I ever steal anything from him? And I've been around this nigga with all his jewelry. Bags of it. Louis bags of jewelry just left there for me. Ask him if I stole anything from that nigga. A quarter that fell out his pocket in the goddamn car seat of a car. Nothing. Nigga, you stole that nigga Rolex out his house. He let you in his house and you stole a Rolex, nigga. You's a bum. And he forgave you. Nigga forgave you and let you keep your job. Bum ass nigga. And now you over there with Jay. Rubbing the camel's hump. If you think I'm lying, y'all ask Dave. Did Jay Brown steal his guy? No, ask Dave, ask Jay Brown. Nigga, you stole Dave's Rolex out of his house? Ask him. He ain't gonna lie about it. Nah, yeah. Jay, you knew that? You know it now. Anything ever went missing, it might have been that nigga. That nigga's a thief. Sat around Dave and soaked up all his jewels, all his knowledge, and then went over there to Roc-A-Fella. Roc Nation, Cock Nation. Lenny S., where he come from? Dane. Shari Bryant, where she came from? Dane. She was an intern. Dane made it so good, she became the goddamn president of Roc Nation. She was an intern at Roc-A-Fella. Another Dame student. Jay wouldn't be who the fuck he is if it wasn't for Dame. He'd be another artist that got robbed. And y'all all be sitting there, well, Jay's a billionaire. Jay is not no damn billionaire. I don't know why y'all believe that, bro. What is he doing to be a billionaire? What investments do he got? Monogram, where's that? Where's Monogram at? That shit, it failed, bro. When he was the president of Def Jam, what did he do? Nothing. Everybody hated him. He did nothing for nobody but block their career so they wouldn't be bigger than him. When's the last time he put out an album for y'all to think this nigga's making money? All he doing is getting percentages off artists that's on Roc Nation, that's really Live Nation. And the only reason these dudes is messing with him is because Live Nation monopolized all the venues. So they got to go through this nigga so they could tour. He's the urban department for Live Nation. That's all he is, bro. That's why the Roc Nation brunch, all that was to show how many niggas is on his dick. That was just for corporate America, Live Nation, to see how many niggas is on his nuts. Yo, I could get them. And Diddy and all them niggas is going to this brunch to make him look good. Not even realize he playing y'all. And everybody over there signing because they can't tour. Why? Because Live Nation got all the shit locked down. Only way you get on the tour is if you go through Live Nation. And if you can't get through them directly, you got to go through Cock Nation. Mopping him off just so you can tour. That's why the niggas that hated him the most is over there. They had no choice. Niggas got to eat. These niggas is happy to see Dame not in the position that he was in. Why? Because they know he's smarter than them. And the only thing that's stopping him is the financial part. Niggas do not put niggas in position that's smarter than them or that got intelligence and know how to operate independent. You think dudes don't do deals with me because I'm not smart? These niggas know I'm smart. They fear me getting the bag. They think I might become 50 Cent. But the difference between me and them is I'm okay living regular. Why? Because I always did. Even when I was up. When I was at Roc-A-Fella making damn near $1,000 a day, I was still regular. You learn to live below your means. When you come from the projects, you learn to live below your means because you might not have no bread next week. You might not have no milk tomorrow. You might have to eat cereal dry. But all the television shows and documentaries and movies and stuff that I've done and the stuff that I got written, I still don't count myself out. I just don't take meetings with these dudes. Why? Because a bunch of them is a bunch of undercover moles. And they don't want me to get the bag unless I do what they did, was mop somebody off or mop some rich white man off, running around with Warren Buffett and Jack Dorsey and all these dudes. Nigga, these niggas become girlfriends. They've been doing that since the 90s. Being these white dudes' girlfriends just so they could get the bag. Whether you want to believe it or not. And I know it's hard for y'all to believe that. But it is what it is. So once again, Dave, why do you feel the need to try to prove anything to these people out here that don't even know you, bro? And I know it's damaging to your reputation or whatever, but think about it. What would Cameron be without you? What would Cameron be if he never saw Roc-A-Fella? Look what Cameron did to Jim Jones. After Jim sat there and helped this nigga build diplomats and he go and try to build his own thing, what'd he do? Go trademark the nigga's fucking brand. Sucker nigga shit. That ain't no brother move. That ain't no family member move. That ain't no appreciation. Nigga, you should want the nigga to go and fly and be on his own. If he's feathers in the bird, or he was a product of the bird, or if the bird laid some eggs and Jim was one of the birds that's getting ready to go fly, why the hell would you clip his wings? Jealousy. You get on the radio and talk about how Mace had dildos in his bathroom. But now you sitting on the side of him. You run the Dane for help. He helps you. You get up there and you disrespect his partner. Talking about you took over the Roc. Jumped on, ran out there talking about you was going to be vice president. Ain't even signed no paperwork. Ruined his relationship with Jay. Made the whole thing crumble. And now you talk bad about Dame Dash. You don't feel bad about that, my nigga? You sit here trying to shit on Dame, the nigga that helped you. You up the way you up because of Dame. Y'all look down on us doing the video shit. Now you doing podcasts? Why you not rapping, nigga? Now you want to do what we do. All y'all rap niggas that jumping out here doing what we do. I've been doing this since the tunnel. Y'all been seeing me doing this. Interviewing, reporting the news. I've been doing it since then. And now y'all get out here talking about, oh, y'all better than niggas. Nigga, you ain't got more longevity in this than me. I don't care how much money y'all niggas got. Y'all not making no money straight independent. Y'all niggas is still doing deals. You ain't seen a commercial on my joint yet. Not no sponsor joint. Ain't no Morgan and Morgan over here, goddammit. It ain't no Cash App deal over here like Joe Button or Spotify or none of those deals, nigga. This is what you call independent, nigga. Y'all niggas is still workers. And then got the nerve to talking about y'all better than somebody and y'all the top 5 and all this other stuff. Nigga, y'all niggas sold y'all soul. Y'all all a bunch of moles. Y'all went through the doors. All y'all niggas talking about top 5. All y'all niggas done went through them doors. All y'all niggas. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me you can look yourself in the mirror and say you ain't did no funny shit to get where you are. You can't, nigga. And I can easily blow y'all niggas up because it's something that y'all all gotta do. And I see y'all doing it. Choke no joke, man. You know what it is. I'm out.
Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no